So, I've already talked about James in his worst episode, and it seems you guys liked it a lot, so hey, why not do Percy? Percy is another one of my favorite characters. He started out as being brought to the railway because Gordon, James, and Henry were on strike, then was permanently placed on Thomas's branch line beside Toby as a goods engine. He's quite the naive engine, being easily fooled by engines like Gordon and James that backing signals exist.
Down means go, and up means stop. So upper still must mean go back. I know, it's one of those backing signals. Stop! You're going the wrong way! But it's a backing signal, Percy protested and told him about Gordon and James. The driver laughed and explained. Oh dear, said Percy.
But he is also a very cheeky character, always messing with the bigger engines. Unfortunately, like most of the characters, Percy has changed over time. He became dumber, more annoying.
Of course not, Gordon huffed importantly. Express engines don't pull trucks. It wouldn't be dignified. Dingy-fried, puzzled Percy. What's that? Dignified.
No episode explains this better than Panicky Percy. This episode really ruined Percy's character and is, in my opinion, the worst episode in the Big World Big Adventures era. So, let's take a look at Panicky Percy and see why it is the worst Percy episode. So, the episode starts with Percy hurrying back to the sheds after his mail delivery was delayed. Nia tells everyone how much she loves the snow, and we cut to a flashback from Big World Big Adventures where Nia and Thomas were caught in an avalanche. Percy is immediately put off by this, and Sir Topham Hatt comes to the shed to tell everyone that the rails are icy. Percy recommends that everyone stays in their shed, but apparently everyone but Percy has a brain in this scene and doesn't listen to him. Womp womp. Later, Percy is pulling some trucks, spots Diesel, and for some reason he thinks he's on the same track as him, and oh no, they're gonna crash. Oh no! This is where the episode goes sour for me. Percy was always a younger, more timid character, but he wasn't a complete idiot. Take Magic Railroad for an example. Thomas tells Percy to spy on Splatter and Dodge, but Percy's obviously taken aback by this. Thomas reassures him, saying that he's brave.
Because you're a brave engine, Percy. Oh, I forgot.
Later, when Percy is spying on both twins, he tells himself that he's brave and he can do it.
I am brave. I am brave. Thomas says I'm brave, so I'm brave.
Moments like this tell us that yeah, he's not the bravest or the biggest, but he'll do anything as long as it's for his friends. Sounds cheesy, I know, but it's really the best way I can explain it. In this episode, he's just, like I said, he's just dumb. Like, how did he not see that Diesel was on a different track? He's a train, for God's sake. Oh my god! Anyways, Percy now thinks that every dropping of snow means it's an avalanche. Percy arrives at Knapford where Thomas said he'd meet him, but Percy doesn't see him anywhere. So apparently to Percy, this automatically means that Thomas is in trouble, so he has to go find him. Oh, hold on. Why is he going that way? They literally show that there's a wall right there in the last shot. Why are you going that way? What the fuck? So Percy goes to Rebecca to tell her that Thomas is apparently missing. The two then go to Duck's branch line to see if he's there. Rebecca then splits up to see if anyone on the main line has seen him. Then Percy, for some reason, starts speeding up while screaming at the top of his lungs. He's so annoying in this, oh my god. Then he goes on a not very sharp turn, and then this happens.
Percy to the rescue!
I hate you. Rebecca keeps searching for Thomas and finds him perfectly fine at the docks. Then apparently every engine just abandons their job to go find Percy, and okay, I will admit the driver's just kind of hanging out there is a kind of like it's a funny visual gag. I like that. Henry's there too. Moving on. So Percy learned his lesson and it ends with them all laughing together. I'm so happy for them. The reason this episode sucks is because of Percy's involvement. He's just really annoying and is scared for no reason. As I've said earlier, Percy was always a younger, more naive character, and while yes, this episode does showcase that, it kind of just falls flat in his face because of how much they push it. They basically push it to the extreme here and it gets really annoying. And also, that crash was poorly made. You know, usually even some of the worst Thomas episodes have great crashes, but this one is just poorly directed. Even with the CGI crashes, they would show the impact it had on the engine's weight, but Percy just kind of just glides off the tracks. I mean, the idea of this episode isn't the worst thing ever. The lesson is an alright one about not letting your imagination run wild, but this was just not the way to go about it. I wish maybe we got a scene with Percy and the Fat Controller and he scolds Percy for delaying everyone's jobs. Maybe if that was included, I would have liked the episode more. I don't really know. I don't really care either. This episode sucks. Overall, this episode had a pretty good message, but was brought down by everything else. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you liked this video, consider subscribing, and if you guys want me to make this a series where I talk about the worst episodes with Thomas characters, I'll do more in the future. Yeah, that's it. Percy sucks. Goodbye.